all, Tiffany here. Welcome to Stretch and De-Stress. We're going to be down on the ground today, just working out all the kinks. So I hope you're feeling great this morning. And if you're not, hopefully after this, you will feel great. I think my assistant's going to come over here because she's super busy. But let's get started. Make sure if you need water or anything nearby, go ahead and grab that. I have my mat. You don't need one, but if you want to grab a blanket or a towel or something like that, you can. We're just going to take it nice and easy to get the joints nice and lubricated and started for this day. So get a comfortable seat here. We're just really grounding first because we want to be present in the moment and make sure that we have all of our positive vibes going. So we'll take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, filling the lungs as well as the belly. So really feel that belly expand and contract with each breath. So nice and deep. Just settling here so we can focus on bringing more oxygen and blood flow to our body. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open. It's whatever you feel as a preference. A couple more breaths. And I just want you guys to focus on just where we are right now. Whatever you have to do for the rest of the day, don't harbor on it. Anything that you did yesterday, don't harbor on it. We're here right now. So go ahead and open your eyes if they are closed, and we'll go ahead and start head to toe. So we'll take our right hand and place it next to us, and we'll go ahead and take our left hand, place it right above our right ear, and we'll naturally use the weight of our hand to just bring our head to the side. Nice neck opening here. And we're not pulling our head with our hand. We're just using the added weight to help with the stretch. And we're still breathing. So same thing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we want to fully exhale. And what we want to experience is just in each exhale, we want to really feel like we're moving deeper into that stretch. So we really want to focus on sending the oxygen into that neck, down that shoulder with each breath. Awesome. Go ahead and release. And we'll switch it over to the other side. So we will take our left hand, sorry, I have an eyelash. We'll take our left hand, put it down, bring that right arm over, and bring that head down to the side. Really relax that shoulder as well. Try to sit up as straight as possible too. So sometimes in these stretching positions, we have a tendency to relax and kind of collapse, but we still want to stay bright, keep our chest up, and have a nice straight back, which shouldn't be any effort. And if it is, then that's just something that we can work towards having. There's no effort in a straight back. And release. And we'll go ahead and turn our head. So we're going to nod no. So we're going to turn all the way to one shoulder, all the way to the other. Nice and easy. We're not going super fast. We're not shaking our head like a wet dog or anything like that. We're just back and forth. And you want to try to continue that breath with your movement. So continuing to inhale and exhale deeply. Sending that oxygen to that neck, just really releasing from maybe looking down at our phone all day or looking at a computer screen, just really giving that neck some attention this morning. Awesome job. Now we'll go ahead and take our nose, focus on that, and we're going to do a rainbow. So imagine that you have a pen on your nose and you're just drawing a rainbow with your nose. So don't overextend your neck too far back. We really want to just make sure that we're up and over just like that. Just giving that joint in our spine where our spine meets our skull a nice little massage. Might hear a little bit of noise coming from there because it hasn't been stretched in a while, and that's totally fine. As long as there's no pain, you're good. Just get that joint nice and lubricated. Nice big rainbows here. More breathing still. We'll do this a couple more times. And then we'll draw a smile with the same intent. So we're imagining that we're taking our nose and drawing a smile. So we're going still from side to side, but this time we're down and up. And you'll feel that in the lower part of that upper spine as well, right where your start of your back. And sometimes these stretches can feel very mundane because it's like, oh, I feel ridiculous and stuff, but that's when you need it the most, is when you feel like you're sitting in it for too long. Sometimes we are just oblivious to the fact that we need these stretches. So it's okay to take the time to work out the kinks, guys. Awesome. So we'll move on over to our shoulders. So go ahead and do some small circles with those shoulders, up and around and back. Still breathing here. Full range of motion with those circles, guys. So don't try to do quick ones, like nice and deep circles. Really feel all those kinks that are coming out right now. And we'll go ahead and go forward. And if you need to, if it feels good for you, you can also arch that back for this one. So we're not necessarily slouching, but we're bringing those shoulders around. So if that feels good for you, if you need extra, you can arch that back and really get those shoulders almost to like you're attempting to have them touch in front. So go as deep as you need to. Just want you to feel the release of circulation and blood flow, and the fact that you're giving yourself time this morning to have a relaxation session, stretch out those muscles and those joints. All right, so we'll go ahead and take that right arm, swing it across. And then if you want more, you can also drop that ear to either side, whichever feels good for you, wherever the stretch is needed. We're sitting here still keeping our back nice and long. Breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth, into the belly as well as the lungs. Feel those stretching too. And slowly release that arm. And we're going to just take it right over for a tricep stretch. So reach the nape of that neck with that hand if you can, and then we'll grab that elbow and we'll just assist it a little bit farther back. So we're still staying upright here. So try not to collapse during these stretches. And if you need to, you can kind of lean into it. Just make sure that you're leaning from the arm instead of the torso. And relax. And we'll go over to the other side. So across the front first. Remember, you can drop your ear to either side. Really want you to breathe here and feel the oxygen going into that shoulder. And we'll go ahead and take the arm up and over for that tri stretch. Nice tall back, leaning through the arm. If you need more. Awesome job bringing that arm back down. So now we'll just kind of wiggle out that shoulder and those arms, feeling how maybe a little bit more relaxed we feel. That's always important. Sometimes people are like, oh, stretching does nothing for you. Not true. The feeling of the stretch comes after you do it. So once you do the stretch, you can notice a difference in how loose you are. So it's always important to just take that moment to recognize that you did do that stretch and now you're a little bit looser. You feel a bit more lubricated and more oxygenated through those muscles. So always take that time. So we'll take that left hand out, face the palm away from you, and we'll just grab those fingers and pull them back. Nice gentle forearm stretch. We're still sitting up nice and tall. We're still breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And release. And we'll do a couple of wrist circles in one direction. The other direction, and we'll take the other arm and do that wrist stretch, pulling those fingers towards you, not until there's pain, but just until you feel that stretch in that nice inside of that arm, forearm. Awesome job, guys. Release that. Do some wrist circles, one direction, and then the other. And we'll go ahead and plant that right arm down. Bring that elbow down as well. So we're trying to keep our shoulders in line here, but work where you are, obviously. And we're just going to sweep that hand overhead and reach to the other side. So we want to keep that glute planted on the ground. So if you're down here and your glute is up, then come up off of that elbow. So you can either be here, you can be down on the elbow like that. And we really want to plant that glute. That way we get a stretch coming all the way from down that side, all the way to the top. Feel those ribs creating space. The muscles, the tiny muscles that are in between the ribs. Continuing to breathe. And swing up and over to the other side. Great job, guys. Each exhale, try to go a little bit deeper. Swing that arm back up and over. And kind of settle here, feeling that your sides are now elongated. So we'll go ahead and turn to the side. Or stay where you're at. I'll turn to the side for you so you can see. Extend those legs, make sure you're on your sits bones, and we're going to make sure our back is nice and straight. We're going to cross our right leg over our left knee. And we're going to just take our left hand around that right knee. The right hand is going to come behind us for a nice twist. We're going to inhale. And on the exhale, just go into the twist, gazing over that right shoulder. Breathing deeply here, trying to wring out that spine. We're here for a couple more breaths, guys. Try to go a little bit deeper. And on your next exhale, just come on back forward. So we're switching sides now. Right leg or left leg over right knee. Right elbow into left knee. And turning to the left. On exhale, really wringing out that spine, turning, looking behind us. And on an exhale, come forward. Feel that looseness there. Always acknowledge that. And we'll go ahead and come down onto our backs. So we'll kind of settle here for a second just to get used to being in a supine position rather than sitting up. Just let the blood kind of settle in our body. We have time. We're being gentle with ourselves, so we can do this. Just nice big inhales, putting those hands on that stomach as well. So you can really focus on filling the belly with oxygen and exhaling fully as well. We have nowhere to be but right here. All right, let's go ahead and bring those legs up to feet flat on the ground. And we'll take our arms overhead. So we want that lower back flattened. That's why we bend our knees. And we'll just stretch up with our fingers, really reaching, pressing into our feet as well, like almost as if we're going to come into a glute bridge. We're going to press into those feet to ground us and then really send those fingers all the way above our head. Really kind of hollowing out that abdomen area so we can really get a stretch and deep breathe here. Might be a little bit harder to breathe here, but that's okay. We're still getting that oxygen in because we're being intentional. Reach, reach, reach with those hands. Perfect. And relax. And go ahead and draw those knees in. Do some small circles, massaging that lower back. Go in one direction and then switch it up. And then we'll take those knees and pull them nice and tight inside. We'll reach our hands around wherever you can. You can grab here, you can grab under the knees if that works for you. Really just want to focus on getting into a nice tight little ball. Compressing those knees against that chest and that stomach and breathing deep here. This is great for digestion, detoxifying your organs. Don't forget to breathe. And we'll go ahead and take those knees and release them nice and gentle. And we'll take them over to the left side together, putting that right arm out and gazing over that right shoulder. And we'll, on an inhale, bring the knees up and just send them to the other side. Ow. Thanks, Coco, for your assistance. You're great. And we'll bring those knees back up. And we'll do some circles again. One direction. And then the other. And we'll go ahead and put our left leg down to the ground. And we'll just focus on one side. So we'll bring that knee in nice and tight into our chest. And then we can massage it back and forth. So we'll go from this, directing it towards the center of the chest to the armpit. So really just doing a nice little massage on one side in that hip joint. Still breathing here, guys, in through the nose, deep, deep belly breaths. And then we'll go ahead and straighten that leg. So wherever it's straight, if you're here and you're straight, then that's as far as you can go. Totally fine. Just try to grab the leg where you can, flex that foot, feel the stretch in the calf. And slowly release that leg down and bring the other leg back in. Same thing here. So nice gentle massage going from directing the knee towards the armpit to the center of the chest, getting a good hip flexor massage here. And we'll go ahead and straighten that leg. Coco thinks I'm doing great at stretching. Flexing those feet. And dropping that leg down. Perfect. Go ahead and shake the legs. Just so you can feel the circulation, the blood going all the way down. And we'll go ahead and point those toes all the way down and just stretch. Really trying to think about if something is pulling your legs to give you maximum length in your legs, guys. So point those toes. Breathe deep. Keep pointing, keep pointing. We're here for another breath. And release. And we'll go ahead and do some ankle circles. So we'll just go in one direction with the ankles. Might hear some clicking, might feel some cracking. As long as there's no pain, you're good. And then switch directions. Perfect. We'll bring the feet back to the mat or the ground. We'll cross our right leg over our left. We'll thread that triangle and we'll bring those legs in. Nice glute and hamstring stretch here. It's great for the hips as well. You can use that right elbow to push out that right knee. You want to go deeper. And release. And we'll go ahead and just switch sides. And take note, guys, whatever side you feel is maybe less flexible, less mobile. Just take notice of that. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just be mindful and work on it. That's the only way to move forward. And go ahead and release that leg and bring them all the way down. Shake those legs out once more. Really feeling that blood flow from that hip area to the legs. And we'll go ahead and bring the knees in one more time. And we'll rock ourselves a little bit, giving our spine a little bit of a massage here. Nice and easy. And then on this last one, we'll come all the way up. Good job. Okay, so we'll kind of sit here and we'll just take inventory of how we feel now that we've stretched out, that we're a little bit more loose for the morning. Coco's ready to play clearly. And we'll take some deep breaths here. So shoulders are back and down, neck is nice and long. In through the nose. out through the mouth, giving ourselves grace and being thankful for the fact that we took the time out today to stretch our bodies. Breathing. And we'll bring our hands to heart center, and we will spend the rest of our day coming back to this moment if we need to, and playing with our assistants apparently because she's ready. But thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. I hope the rest of your day is super smooth and you have a good one.